All right, Revelation 20th chapter, man. All right. Almost to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachach Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, and as a great millstone, Ruel, Tiswell. Big shalom to the hopefully elect out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity, man. All right, shalom, man. Right? Revelation 21, right? It says, Satan bound, right? Satan is being bound. To be bound is to be locked, right? To be chained, to be imprisoned. All right, verse 1 says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, right? Having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. Who was that angel? Yahweh Shai, right? Right? He saw an angel, bro. Right? Right? Having the chain, the key to the bottomless pit and the chain in his hand, a great chain. Bottomless pit. We know that is Europe, right? Right? If you go to Revelation chapter 9, it shows you that the bottomless pit is Europe due to what? Well, the first woe, right? World War One. You know what I'm saying? That shows you about the bottomless pit. Okay? Right? Um, and a great chain in his hand, so he's gonna bound whoever in this bottomless pit. Okay? Um, it says, and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. So he bound Satan 1,000 years in bondage. All right? Right? So he bound him where? In the bottomless pit. Right? We know the bottomless pit is Europe. Now, process of illumination. Who was locked away in Europe, bro? Right? Driven forth from among men. Right? Let me get that real quick. All right? They cried after him as a thief. Right? This Job chapter 30. Right? Job 30, and I'm gonna start at verse 4. It says, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat? Right? That's some cave dweller shit. That's some caveman shit. All right? That's some caveman shit, bro. It says, and they cried after the Salak. Yeah. And they were driven forth from among men, and they cried after them as after a thief, right? Right? To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks, bro. Right? Who is that? Who that describes? The Neanderthal, man. Neanderthal, right? The wild man, the wood man, right? The hairy man. Come on, man. Right? It's verse 7. Right? Just Job 30 and 7. It says, among the bushes they brayed. Right? I know y'all seen the video Esau Edom. Maybe I got it on TikTok. I'm gonna show y'all, man. I'm gonna show y'all right quick. All right, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. All right. Shalom to the hopefully elect out there, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. Keep in tune, man. Let's see. I don't think I got it. I don't got it. I think I liked it though. I liked the picture. Maybe let's see. It's hotter than dragon nipples. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. I don't think I have it. Right? Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Right? I'm gonna have to show you what I got though. I got a picture. Let's see. right? So as you can see, let me get real close. You can see the hairy men versus the Moors. The hairy men versus the Moors. These were the ones who were eating the juniper roots, right, and bran, bro, right, right. It says, and among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They are children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Why? Because that's Esau Edom. That's Cain, bro. That's the wicked one, man. That's the serpent, the old serpent, the dragon, the devil, bro. Right? They're viler than the earth, man. They're viler than the most rancid part of the earth, man. Right? The most horrible and treacherous and deadly part. That's them. Right? You go to Habakkuk chapter 2, right? Right? It's 2 and 5. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, right? His doctrines, right? His way of thinking, man. His thinking process, man. His philosophies, right? Transgressive by wine, right? Um, he is a proud man, a proud eagle, proud to be an American, right? Right? The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee in Obadiah 1, right? Right? Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, right? Right? It says, a proud man neither keepeth at home, right? He always in somebody else's business, right? Why you always in somebody else's business in the Middle East, man? In our business, right? Right? You in the business of the heathen nations, man, around the world, man, trying to enforce your wicked ass way, which consists of homosexuality, right? Bestiality, right? Right? Witchcraft, sorcery, right? Murder, idolatry. You know what I'm saying? Right? Fornications, right? Lies, deceits, blasphemies, right? All these things is filled to the cup that you drink upon, man. Right? That's the wine, bro. Your doctrine, man. This is in your doctrine, man. This is in your speech, right? It says, "Who enlarges his desire is hell, and as death, and cannot be satisfied, man." Right? He can't be satisfied. What does he do? Right? Uh, uh, uh. Take. Push back, push back, push back. Gimme. Gimme. Right? He takes so much, he kills so much that he'll make an entire species go extinct. Right? Hint the buffalo. Right? Right? He cannot be satisfied, bro. But gather unto him all nations, right? Now the Big Apple, you look at that, it's all nations over there, man. Right? He goes around the world and he puts the doctrines of devils on all the nations, bro. Right? He got all the nations. Number one, this man has military bases in every nation damn near, bro. All over the world. Right? Right? Remember, America is the great whore, right? So she got bastard babies everywhere. Right? She everybody baby mama. Right? She's everyone's baby mother, bro. Now, right, the embassies, right? Those are the female babies. Right? And the military bases are the male babies. Bastards. Right? That are gonna be forsaken. They're gonna be forsaken, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right? He says, and heap unto them all people. Right? But that's gonna be to their detriment, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because all these races of people are gonna abandon her, right? When the coming World War comes up, man. Everybody's gonna abandon America. Right? They're already starting to, man. You can see that Europe is more and more saying, fuck you, we're not dealing with you. Right? Especially if you fucking with them small hats over there in the Holy Land. Right? But they all in tune with each other because what? Job 9:24, 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and 48, and also they persecuted the prophets, right? Right, the prophets, the men of the Lord, the believers, and also the 2/3, man. Right? they had in slavery the children of Israel, and they're keeping it a secret that we're the chosen people, bro. And they're trying their best to combat the prophets that waking up, bro. The dry bones that woke up, bro. In the 3.5 days, which is 350 years in Revelation 11, bro. Right? Great fear fell upon them. You know what I'm saying? Right? Let's see. Verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him? Don't you know all this shit that you have done around the earth will come back on your own head? Right? Don't you know, right? You a bully. You know, everybody gonna jump you, bro. And it's gonna take one person to knock your ass out. Right now, everybody feel like they could beat your ass now. Come on, man. It says, say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. You know what I mean? What did they do? They went around the world, stole resources, people, and land. And how did they do it? By what Isaac blessed them in Genesis, bro. The fucking sword, bro. The musket gun, the Gatling gun, the cannon. You know what I'm saying? Right? Biological warfare, psychological warfare, right? Chemical warfare, right? And they're taking up out of here. They're fucking their suicide weapon is what? Nuclear warfare. They basically when the Lord created the smith that blows the coals at Isaiah, he created Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer. He's become the destroyer of worlds. His stupid ass destroyed his own world. He destroyed his own world. And these nuclear weapons are a part of the Lord's army. Right? Right? It says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that is laden himself with thick clay, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? And the wake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be booties for them, booties unto them. Right? You're gonna be a spoil, bro. Right? You're gonna be booties, man. Shiver me timbers, man. You're gonna get the booty on me gold, man. Right? You're gonna be a spoil, bro. You're gonna be like gold to us. We gonna own you. Right? We're gonna possess you. You know what I mean? You're gonna be booties, bro. You're gonna be a spoil. Number one, you can get destroyed in warfare, bro. The final warfare, World War III, Armageddon one, right? And the day of the Lord, bro. Right? Right? It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. So all the things you have done around this world to all these heathen nations, not only that, but to the chosen people, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, Jamaicans, Haitians, right? Right? Uh, they gonna take up a proverb against you, bro. Everybody's gonna go against you, bro. Right? Yeah, you got loyal servants, but they gonna fucking die with you, man. They gonna die with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all can hear me. Yeah, right. Let's see. Yeah. It's good, right? They gonna spoil you, bro. They gonna spoil you in war, bro. Right? Because of men's blood. Right? It says because of men's verse 8, Habakkuk chapter 2, because of men's blood, for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein. How did you get America? Let's just start with that. Murder, straight massacre, genocide, bro. Right? Right, verse 9, it says, woe to him that coveteth evil covetousness to his house. Right? You always want what somebody else got. Man, look, man, look what this nigga got, man. This nigga got all that shit, man. I'm gonna take that from him. Man, you covetous, man. Right? It says that set his nest on high. Who set his nest on high, bro? First of all, what is the animal symbol of this beast, of this dragon, of this whore, bro? The fucking eagle, bro. The fucking eagle, bro. What's on the back of the dollar, right? What's on the quarter, right? What bird just died that was representing America? The fucking eagle, bro. Right? Right? That he may be delivered from evil, from the power of evil, bro. Right? That's all good, bro. It's all good because you're not going to be delivered, bro. Right? The Israelites are going to be delivered, right? Even though you set your nest on eye that you be delivered from all these calamities, it's going to come in one day, bro. Right? Right? Let me get that. In one day. Oh my gosh, I can't spell, bro. In one day. I'm going to go to New Testament. Go to right Revelation 18:8. It says, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh Shem Yahushai power that judgeth her." Man, right, right. This is the Lord's judgment upon this person, upon this place, right? America, Babylon, right? Now, keep reading, right? On verse 10, it says, "Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people." Right? What did you do to my forefathers, bro? The tribe of Gad, the so-called Native Americans, man. Right? You cut off many people. Cut off many people, bro. Right? Not only that, what did you do to the head tribe of the Israelites, man? Judah, the so-called American black man. You fucked them. You fucked them up the most. Right? We got pictures. We got pictures of what the fuck you was doing. So you can't even fucking hide. You can't hide the fact what you did, man. Right? Right? Which makes me go to Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 10. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." Right? And you're going to be cut off forever, man. You're going to be cut off, man. Right? You're going to be cut off forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right? It says, and Habakkuk chapter 2 and 10, "And has sins against thy soul." Right? How did you sin against thy soul? When you said that you was the Most High, right? You came the images of the Most High white, the images of the Lord white, right? You know what I'm saying? You done painted the people white, right? You even said the fucking Egyptians was white, the Canaanites, right? The Philistines. You know what I'm saying? Right? You was the last samurai, right? Right? You have sinned against your own soul, bro. Right? You killed the apple of the Lord's eye, bro. Bro, you sinned against your own soul, right? It says, "For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it," bro. Right? So, hey, man, your foundation is gonna crumble, bro. Your foundation, your structure, your government is gonna fall, bro. It's all gonna fall. 250 years, right? That's how long a kingdom lasts, right? After that, it's borrowed time, right? Verse 12, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city with iniquity," right? By iniquity, right? Hey, what did you do to what is America is the most bloodiest land, right? The most bloodiest land in the world, bro. Why? Because you persecuted the saints. Who are the saints? You persecuted the saints of the Lord, bro. You stupid fuck, right? Psalms 148 and 14. "He also exalted his horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, are people near unto him. Praise ye Yahweh." Right? So that's who you persecuted, man. Right? You persecuted the saints, man. Right? Which makes me go to Revelation chapter 12. Right? Right? It's verse 17. It says, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman," right? Israel, right? "And went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai," right? The Most High, Salakia, the Most High, and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Right? So you going against us. Because what? We trying to keep the commandments and the testimony. We trying to do both. Right? You coming against us. You sending vocab Malone. That's just the small inkling point, man. Right? You sending vocab Malone against us. Right? You sending all these fucking nigglets, right? Your little nigger demons, right? Your Caesar worshippers, right? To come against the prophets, right? Not only that, when all hell break loose and the mark of the beast come, you gonna come after us again, right? Jacob's trouble, man. It's for Jacob, not for everybody, but the whole world's gonna be affected. Yeah, the whole world can get it, but it's for Jacob. It's Jacob's trouble. The saints of the Lord, bro. The servant of the Lord, the elect, right? Right? Jeremiah chapter let's see, 30 and 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so as none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Out of it. So you gotta be in something to be saved out of it. So that pre-tribulation, you getting saved before all hell break loose doctrine, right? The rapture doctrine, with the word rapture is not in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Right? That's a falsehood, man. Right? The rapture doctrine was created by John Nelson Darby, bro. You know what I'm saying? John Nelson Darby, an Edomite, serpent, the devil, man. Right? I believe. Let's go to Revelation chapter 20. Right? In 8. Let's see. Yeah. Right in 8, it says, "And shall go." No, I'm starting at 7. It says, "When 1,000 years were expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison." Right? Satan was bound in a bottomless pit for 1,000 years. We know that Europe is the bottomless pit as per Revelation chapter 9. All right, right? The bottomless pit. These niggas was in the Caucasus Mountains, in the caves, under subjection to the Moors and black nobility and the Holy Roman Empire, which was run by Israelites. Right? After 400 AD, when Rome fell. Right? It says, "And shall go out to deceive the nations which are on the four quarters of the earth." Right? What did they do after the 1,000 years when they came back? What? The Renaissance, bro. The Renaissance, the rebirth. The rebirth. Right? What they do? Iconoclasm. They whitewash the images. They change the name of the Lord. They change the doctrine. And they change the look, the image. Right? They changed everything, bro. Job 9:24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth up the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" If this nigga's not the devil, who is it? Who is it? Who the fuck did all this shit, man? If this nigga's not the dragon, not the serpent, not the beast, who the fuck is? I'll wait. Right? All right. It says, "Now my days are swifter than a post. They flee away, and they see no good." Right? They are passed away as swift ships, and as the eagle that hasteth to the prey. Who are you? The fucking eagle, Esau. You're the fucking eagle, bro. Right? First Maccabees, chapter 3 and 48. Right? It says, "Laid open the book of the law." Right? They laid open the book of the law. What is that? The scriptures, bro. They opened the scriptures, bro. Right? It says, "Wherein the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images." Now, the book of the law is words, bro. It's words. The book of the law is words. Right? Right? The scriptures is words. As you can see, words. What did they do? They changed the name of the Lord, bro, to an idol, bro. They changed it. It wasn't translated. It was changed. Then they translated the changed name, right? Once they created the letter J in the 1500s, right? right? First, it was Iesus, which goes back to Hail Zeus, right? Which when the J comes into point in 1524, right? It goes to Jesus. Complete idolatry. Not only did they change the images, right, sought to paint the likeness of the images. Now the images that our people erected, right, during our reign period when the beast was bound for 1,000 years, right? They went and whitewashed that shit. They picked the likeness of their images. They put their doctrine up. Christianity, Catholicism, Mormonism, Baptism, right? Baptist, I mean, right? 7 Day of Wickedness, right? Jehovah Wickedness, right? 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 The Baptist Church, right? And all most of our people have been deceived, bro. You go back to Revelation, um, chapter 20, right? It says, and shall go out, verse 8, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are on the four corners of the earth, right? The most important nations is what? The 12 tribes of Israel, bro. Oh, each tribe is considered a nation because how deep we are, bro. Right? We are the sands of the sea, bro. Yeah. We are the sands of the sea, man. You know what I'm saying? We was spread through the four corners of the earth through what? The sub-Saharan slave trade, the Silk Road slave trade, the Pacific slave trade, the Atlantic slave trade, and the transatlantic slave trade, bro. Right? Not only that, we went into slavery 14 times, bro. Right? But 7 major times. Right? You know what I'm saying? Let me keep it going. Right? I'm gonna go up, right? Because I ain't never finished out to that point. Right? Verse 2 of Revelation chapter 20, it says, he laid hold on a dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, right? And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should not deceive the nations no more, right? So the so-called white man was what? He was bound for 1,000 years after the Roman Empire fell, man, in the Caucasus Mountains, right? And also throughout Europe through servitude under Jacob, bro. Servitude under Jacob, bro. Right? We bound them up, bro. These niggas upon thy belly, right? Upon thy belly thou shalt go. That's when they was crawling on all fours, right? Upon thy belly. How do I spell belly, bro? I don't know. Oh, that's why I got it on New Testament only right here. Salakia, give me a minute, yo. Uh, right there we go. Right, Genesis chapter 3, and I'm gonna say 14, right? It says, "And the Lord Yahweh power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, right? Right, you caused the whole earth, everybody on the earth to fucking die, bro. Right? The serpent wasn't no fucking talking snake, nigga. It was a fucking person, bro. Right? And we know who the serpent is today. Esau eat him. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right? Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field, and upon thy belly thou shalt go, right? Crawling on all fours, bro. Right? It says, and the dust shall you eat all the days of thy life, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. Esau and Jacob. Isaac's favorite son was Esau. the mother, Rebecca, favorite son, was Jacob. It's enmity. That's how you know reincarnation is in the Bible, bro. That's another scripture for that, man. Right? And it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is fucking crazy, bro. Right? Now you go to let's see. Let's see. Go back to Revelation chapter 20, right? And it says, I'm gonna finish it out. I'm gonna start at 3 again. Right? It says, and cast him into the bottomless pit, shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more. So when he was bound up for them 1,000 years, his literature was gone, right? He was Ooga Booga, Ooga Booga Booga, Woodrow, Woodman, Hairy Man, Neanderthal, Caveman, right? Right? It says, till the 1,000 years were fulfilled, right? Should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season. So after that 1,000 year period, after Rome fell, around like 400 AD, around that time, right? Around that era, to 1,000 years later, around 1400s, when he came back, he was let loose for a little season. It's only been half a millennium. It's been half a day. It's been basically 12 hours to the Lord. It's only been 12 hours. And now look, the end is already here, bro. The mark of the beast is here, right? World War III, we in it right now. It's a small point, right? It's like Germany invaded Poland, and Great Britain is about to declare war on Germany. That's basically what we're going through now, right? Right? Gog and Magog, right? Russia, Ukraine, right? You know what I'm saying? All these is coming apart, bro. And everybody gonna realize soon that the prophets of Yahweh Shimon Shai that was telling you these things was right the whole time, man. We was telling you the truth. Right? Once I heard this, I'm like, oh shit, this shit is a fact. I do research, man. Right? A diligent man gonna do his research of the scriptures, man. Right? He that is true to the scriptures, so he gonna do his search. Right? Right? We got the unicorn, the internet. Right? The unicorn is the internet. Right? Um, right? It says verse 4, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh. Right? Right? So this is forward in time, bro. This is today's time, right? This is the end of the little season, right? Right? Before the statue of Nebuchadnezzar get broke down permanently, and that great mountain, that great stone, that great millstone, reign forever, bro. Forever. Not for 500 years, 250 years. Fuck no. This for eternity. Right? Right? The Lord just showed us. The Lord showed us how not to rule the earth through our older brother Esau. This nigga's wicked and diabolical, bro. This is the most wicked motherfucker on the planet, bro. Think about it. He put poison in your food. He charged you for water and then put fluoride in the fucking water and chemicals. This nigga's the devil. Right? Not only that, he gonna poison your mind with the wine. With the wine? What wine? Yes, alcohol. He put it in your neighborhood, but the wine I'm talking about is your philosophies, man. Right? Your doctrines, man. He gonna poison you with fucking what? What's the best poison he gave you niggas? Christianity, bro. Christianity, bro. That shit did a number on you, Jacob. Right? Right? Give me a minute. I'm gonna get the scripture right quick. Right? Uh, right? This is Deuteronomy 28:36. This is the curses for disobedience against the Lord, bro. Right? It says, the Lord shall bring thee and thy king, King David, right? King David came here into slavery, right? He came here in slavery in the regeneration with us. We all came into slavery, bro, right? Which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there thou shalt serve other gods, even wood and stone. Now, our people out here, what? They serving the Christianity cross and the cobblestone in Mecca, bro. That's the main religions our people are a part of these days, man. Right? Right? You know what I'm saying? Right? We serving the two main religions of the earth, bro, which is not of our Father, bro. Right? We ain't. Who the fuck is this guy? Who was this guy? Who are these? This is not the men of the Lord. This is not the son of the Lord. This is a heathen. And his doctrine is different from the Lord's. Right? Right? I'm gonna go back to Revelation 20:4, right? And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai. Right? So of the prophets of old, they were always hated, right? They won't like, bro. Like TD Snakes. That nigga's liked by all you fucking nigga women, right? That nigga's liked by y'all, right? He got a big ass mega church. You know this nigga, bro. He got all this shit. Bro, the Lord didn't have a place to lay his head, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right? So when you look at these motherfucking goddamn false prophets, these Jeremiah 23s, right? You automatically can see the bullshit, bro. Because nigga, these niggas, right, are being known by their gate, bro. A man shall be known by his gate. You know what I'm saying? A man shall be known by his gate. How you carry yourself, right? Your appearance. That nigga is the appearance of an Egyptian, bro. He's a Babylonian, bro. This nigga got a bald head getting lineups, bro. That's the Egyptian shit, bro. The Lord said, learn not the way of the heathen. Thou shalt not mar the corners of thy head, right? Or around the corners of thy beard, paraphrasing, right? And thou shalt not make baldness upon thy head, bro. These niggas is doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's just one thing. That's one little thing, bro. These niggas eating pork, nigga. And I saw a video of this fucking nigga TD Snakes worshiping Caesar Borgia. He's worshiping fucking Joel Osteen looking ass nigga, man. What the fuck? Talking about swallow. Like, nigga, what? This is the men of the Lord to y'all? Calling on an idolatrous name that was created fucking not even 500 years ago, but 502 years ago. Right? This nigga's deceiving you, bro. And guess how he get all that money? By the 501c that he signed with the government. Right? The scriptures say, right, make not a covenant with the heathen. What the fuck are you doing? Right? Completely off. Right? Right? I keep ranting. Right? It says, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai. Right? Right? Beheaded for what? Not taking the Carabin, the Neuralink, the mark of the beast. Right? Right? We're not taking that. You know what I'm saying? The microchip, the RFID microchip, man. We're not taking that, man. For your payments in your hand and in your forehead, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? They were beheaded for the witnessing, the testimony of Yahweh Shai, bro. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Right? The word is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, bro. Right? Right? The 100% truth. All right? From all the way to the prophets, the apostles, and elders, a great millstone, all the way down to the lowest man on the totem pole, man. They got the 100% truth. Right? It says, and for the word of the Most High, right? And which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received the mark on their foreheads or in their hands, both hands, right? You get the NFC chip in your hand, or you get the RFID chip in your other hand, right? Or you get the Neuralink, right? Or the brain chips in your forehead, right? In your brain, right? You're doomed. You're fucking doomed, bro. Right? right? But the witness of Yahweh Shai, right? They did not take that, man. They didn't take the mark of the beast, right? It says they lived and reigned with Yahweh Shai Hamashiach 1,000 years, bro, right? They were delivered into the ships, the UFOs, man, right? The chariots, the cloud, the flying roll, the wheel within the wheel, right? The whirlwind, right? They lived and got immortality, right? And if they was beheaded, they came back with Yahweh Shai, right? Was resurrected, right? Called out Yahweh Shai, right? I don't want to run this out. We be the elect, right? And we saw the kingdom be built in 1,000 year period, bro. That's how one day it's gonna take one day. Wait, one day to the Lord is 1,000 years, right? It's gonna take one day for the kingdom to be built, and we not touching shit. We not picking the finger up, right? We chilling. This is our rest now, right? In the kingdom, that's our rest. We've been slaves all these 14 times, right? 7 major times and 7 minor times, right? We nigga, the heathens gonna fucking build our walls, man, right? They gonna build our walls great and high, great and mighty, right? And we gonna have fun beating your ass. We gonna fuck you up, right? Right? It says, but the rest of the dead did not live again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection, right? Right? So 2/3, they gotta come back through the loins of the elect. They gotta die here in America alongside their fucking lover Esau, right? They daddy Esau, the devil. You have all your father, the devil, right? John 8:44, right? You gotta die with your slave master, nigga. You wanna fight for this nigga, right? You gotta die with this nigga. Nigga, you can't reign with us. We gonna reign the earth and take over the galaxy and the fucking universe in righteousness, man. It's gonna be no more war, no more sin between us. But the heathens, we gonna have to punish them and carry out the judgments of the law on them, bro. Because they not gonna get immortality. They gonna be fucking dying over and over again. Like they've been doing. Like we all doing now. Right? Right? It says, blessed, verse 6, blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection. Right? Right? If you get beamed up in them chariots, you were part of the elect. Right? If you were delivered from nuclear warfare, right, and the laser beams from the chariots, you were part of the elect. Blessed is he, right? Blessed and holy. You're hallowed. You're set apart, right? Right? It says on such the second death have no power, right? The nuclear war ain't get us, man. Right? I don't want to write this out. We be of the elect. Know what I mean? Right? It says, but they shall be priests of the Most High and of Hamashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years, bro. 1,000 years, bro. Right? Right? The first 1,000 years, we're gonna be building the kingdom, bro. Right? Right after that, it's free game, bro. It's taking over everything, bro. Fucking universe. You like think about it like the Viltrumites, man. Right? It's gonna take 1,000 years to recreate the earth and fix the earth, right? Right? From its destroyed state from being hit up with all these nukes and laser beams, bro. Not only that, from the nukes, but you got the angels got to destroy the idols, right? That big ass Jesus, the white Jesus in Brazil, they got to blow that shit up. They got to blow these crosses up, right? They got to blow these fucking Mecca up, right? They got to blow all this shit up, bro. All these Christianity churches, all these mosques, right? All these fucking Jewish temples, all this shit got to get burnt down, bro. All these Buddha, right? Krishna, right? These Greek gods, Poseidon, and all that shit got to get burnt up. All of it. All of it got to get burnt up. All of it, bro. Right? You know what I'm saying? Those are graven images, bro. That people are, especially our people, Israel, right? Especially Northern Kingdom, they love fucking worshiping Mary and them statues and shit, bro. Right? Little baby fucking cracker Jesus, man. I mean, fuck that. Fuck them and fuck that. We not worshiping that shit. We not worshiping that shit, bro. right? 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 Verse 7. Satan freed and doomed, right? Satan is going to be freed from his captivity, right? And he's going to be doomed, right? To what? To nuclear destruction, bro. Right? It says, and when the 1,000 years expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, right? Number one, he's going to deceive the 12 tribes with that fucking Christianity shit, right? Right? And then, right, what? It says, Gog and Magog gathered them together to battle. Russia and Ukraine, right? The number of whom is as the sand of the sea, all right? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's going to be World War III. Once these happen, that's how you know the doom is coming. Doom and gloom is coming. You know what I mean? That's how you know. Right? Right? And we see it. We see it, bro. It says, and they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the saints. Shalaki. I'm going to read it over again. Right? Verse 9, it says, and they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about. Right? Who are the saints? Psalms 148 and 14, the Israelites. Right? Right? It says, and the beloved city, right? Jerusalem, right? New Jerusalem, right? 12 gates, the 12 tribes, right? Right? And fire came down from heaven, from the Most High, out of heaven, and devoured them. Nuclear war, laser beams from the chariots, the so-called UFO, which are the chariots of the Most High, right? What has the angels from the right-hand side and the left-hand side in it, right? Which you consider demons, which they never fail. They never, ain't no fucking 200 angels fall from the fucking the sky and start fucking humans, bro. Angels don't have bro. They don't reproduce like humans. They're not flesh. They're not fleshly creatures, bro. Right? 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 How do we know that? Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and 39. I mean 29, no 28. 30, what the fuck? 39, chapter 29. Damn, bro, this shit is a tongue twister. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. Right? It's lucky. This tongue twister for me, man. Right? Right? It says, there be spirits created for vengeance. Right? Demons. Demons. Right? Which in their fury lay on sword strokes, and in their time of destruction they pour out their force to appease the wrath of him that made them. Okay. Right? So who made these demons? The Most High, bro. So the demons never fucking rebelled if he made the demons to do evil to you fuckers, man. Right? Let's see. Right? Fire, hail, famine, and death. All these were created for vengeance. So if you got fucked up, right, just know that the Lord sent that vengeance on you, bro. He sent them fucking demons on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right? It says teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and the sword, the gun. Today's sword is the gun, right? And who was blessed with the sword? Esau. Esau Edom was blessed with the fucking sword, bro. Okay? Right? It says, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Right? So it's punishments, bro. Right? What did the Lord do when he put fucking demons on you, bro? He's punishing you, bro. He's fucking you up. All right? It says, verse 31, they shall rejoice. Who? The demons. The demons shall rejoice in his commandments, which they're not really wicked. They are wicked spirits, but they are completely righteous because of what? They do what the Heavenly Father tells them to do. Right? Right? And they don't go off. Right? They don't go off. Right? It says they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and their time, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. They're not going to go against the Most High. Never. So when y'all talk Christianity, talk about Satan done rebelled against the Lord and they fell down from heaven and shit, that's some bullshit, bro. Right? Who taught you that? So-called white man. the one who was set to deceive the earth in Revelation 20 and 8. Duh. And you believe it, nigga. I mean, that's on you, but, right, the election have obtained it, but what? The rest were blinded, right? Eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear. The spirit of slumber, right? Their table has been made a snare, right? Right? Right, verse 10 of Revelation chapter 20, it says, and the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, and where the beast and the false prophet are, right? The beast, Europe, right? Europe, right? The beast, right? Right? Who sits on the beast? The great horde. The great horde. Nuclear war, bro. Nuclear war. These nations is going everywhere, bro. Right? But it's mainly going to destroy America completely. Right? Right? It says, right? And the false prophet, Christianity, the Catholic Church, the Vatican, right? Right? All these shit, all these different denominations of Christianity come from Catholicism, which comes from the Vatican, right? Which is the false prophet, bro. Are and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever, right? When we go into that forever and ever is a long ass time. Fire cools down over a while, right? Right? It's not gonna burn forever and ever, right? It's for a very long time though, because what? It's hundreds of millions of degrees, bro. These are not the nukes from fucking Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. You know what I'm saying? These are fucking super duper goddamn SAR bombers, bro. God damn, the mosquitoes done came out, bro. Leave me alone. No. Stop it. Shit. Right? Right? Verse 11, it says the judgment of the throne of the Most High, right? The judgment of the throne of power, right? Right? And I saw a great white throne, right? Right? Yahweh Shai on that big ass chariot, bro. He on that big ass chariot hovering over the earth, man, putting his judgment down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Laser beams, bro. Fucking fire, bro. Hella fire, bro. Right? Right? It says, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away. Right? Right? The heaven, right? Heavens, right? The rulership, right? The government fled away. Oh shit! It's the Lord. Oh, it's a black man. Oh fuck no! They running in terror, bro. Screaming. They fucking screaming, bro. They're fucking screaming, bro. Fucking screaming, bro. Terrified, right? Right? It says, and there was found no place for them, right? Because what? Your rulership got taken out of power because of the Lord came. He said, the Lord had upon his head many crowns. He took you. It's my chain. Shut up for knock your ass up. Right? My grandma would get me to shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut up. Right? Right? He cometh with clouds and the great fury. Right? Behold, he cometh with clouds. Not no fucking rain clouds, nigga. Nigga, the chariots, bro. Right? The curse that goeth over the face of the whole earth. Right? And Zechariah, bro. Right? He says, and I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were open. The books, right? It says, and another book was open, which is the book of life. So the books that was open to y'all ass, right, to the rest of you fuckers, that shit had your name on it. But it wasn't for good. It wasn't for salvation, bro. Right? But there was one book that was open. It was for the book of life for who? The elect, bro. The elect, bro. The elect. Right? Who is the elect? Isaiah 45 and 4. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect. I have even called thee by thy name, and I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Okay? That's the elect. right? The Israelites, man, right? Let's see. Revelation chapter 20, right? It says, um, verse 12, 20 and 12. It says, and I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High. Well, Shalaki, the book of life, right in the middle, right? It says, and the dead judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works, right? So the Lord judged everybody according to their works, bro. Whether you did righteousness or whether you did evil, man. Right? You got your fixing, right? You got did what you did, man. You know what I'm saying? You got what you got, brother. You feel me? You got what you got, bro. Right? Right? It says, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it, right? And death and hell were delivered up, and the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works, right? So the Lord, if you really want to, He'll resurrect you out your goddamn grave, right? Right? And fuck you up, bro, right? Or He can resurrect you, right, to everlasting life, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? It says verse 14, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire, right? This is the second death, right? The nuclear missiles, bro, right? Arrows, arrows of indignation, right? Bro, what's up with these mosquitoes, bro? Leave me alone, please. Thank you. Uh, uh, arrows of ig, ing. God damn it, I cannot spell, bro. There we go. Indignation, arrows. Shit, bro. I hate this phone. This shit all cracked up. Damn, bro. I felt that. Oh, hold on. Bear with me a minute. Mm. Damn, bro. Shit. Uh, oh, no. Slack you, bro. I'm tripping, bro. All right. I know exactly where to go. Revelation chapter 9, bro. It just popped in my head. Okay. Revelation chapter 9, bro. Right? So that fire and brimstone, right? Revelation 9 and 16, right? It says, in the number of the army of the horsemen, right, were 200,000. And I heard the number of them, right? 200 million nuclear missiles, bro. Right? 200 million, bro. It says, and I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, right? And the heads were the horses, and were as the heads of lions, right? Right? And out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone, bro. Right? So look, when you look at it, bro, right? If you look at a nuclear warhead, right? A nuclear missile, ICBM missile altogether, bro. You got like 3 to 4 parts. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 5, right? Right? It sounds like horsemen when it take off. It sounds right. You know how horses, right? Right? With they nostrils, right? And it sounds like galloping, right? When they take off. It says having breastplates, breastplates, that armor, that's the armor of it, right? And brimstone and fire coming from what? It's coming from the bottom of it, right? The bottom of the arrow, bro. It's likened unto an arrow, right? Their heads are horses, and their heads are lions, bro. Right? Lion, right? Sharp teeth like a lion, right? When you open the nuke, right at the top, right? The nuclear warheads, well, those are like the teeth of lions, and out of their mouth, it issued out of the top, the mouth issue fire, smoke, and brimstone. What the pillar of fire, the nuclear mushroom cloud, the smoke and brimstone, extreme fire and heat. You know what I'm saying? Extreme fire and heat, bro, and death, man. You know what I'm saying? Right? It says by these three, the third part of man was killed. Who was the third part of man? Esau, Edom, right? Right. You got different classifications of men, right? You got the sons of God, right? Yasha Allah, he Prince Power, right? He Prince of Most High, he Prince of God, right? He the Prince of Power, right? Yasha Allah, Yah, he, Shar, Prince, Allah, Power, right? Right? And right? Um, you got the sons of men, right? The heathens, the fucking Gentiles of the flesh, right? The heathens, and then you got the children of the fucking wicked, bro. Esau, Edom, bro. You know what I'm saying? Esau, Edom. Esau, Edom is the third part of man because he's at the bottom, right? The least of the flock, right? Um, right? It says, and by smoke and by fire, no, slot, and by smoke and by brimstone, which issued out of their mouths, for powers in their mouth and in their tails, right? The mouth of the nuclear warhead, it sends out, boom, nuclear mushroom cloud. Now the bottom of it, it has power because it shoots it in the air. It guides it, it directs it, man. Right? Right? It says, for the powers in their mouth and in their tails, and for their tails were like unto serpents. If you ever saw a missile go, it wiggles like a serpent. It wiggles in the air, right? Like a snake, right? It says, and had heads, right? Multiple warheads. It says, with them they do hurt. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues repented not of their works of their hands, that they should not worship devils, idols of gold, silver, brass, stone of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk, neither they repented of their murders, nor their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts, man. Right? Because what this mystery and this knowledge of the kingdom was hidden to who? The non-elect, bro. Especially to the heathens. The heathens don't fucking know the Most High, right? They know their gods, bro. They had their gods from the beginning, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? And this is our fault because we went off, bro. It's our fault. That's why we dying, man. And it's the serpent's punishment, right? Because he caused us to go off, man. You caused death, man. So you got to be judged for it, right? So I'm gonna go back to Revelation chapter 20, and maybe that's basically it. I covered everything, bro. Last verse, verse 15. Whosoever was not found written in the book of life was casted into the lake of fire, bro. Right? So, hey, man, that concludes chapter 20, right? Revelation chapter 20, um, on verse 1 through 15. Breakdown, right? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that was an edifying lesson. Right? Got them mosquitoes on my ass. You know what I'm saying? I like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Wakak Wadash. Right? Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who will teach well. Right? And big shalom to the hopefully elect out there pushing this word truth and sincerity, man. Shalom, man. Shalom.